Well, this is probably going to be the last time I shoot video in the Leaf. Looks like it's time to move on to LPG. Now, it's been quite a good couple of years I've had in this vehicle, but it must be said that it's getting to the point where it's going to cost me too much money to keep it, and especially when there's something called a VT that you can take out, which the voluntary termination of a finance agreement. I've paid almost half of the HP I took out on this vehicle, and yeah, it's you got this option in the UK to hand the vehicle back once you've paid half of it, off the finance on it. So well, probably going to do that, and I'm probably going to, I've got an LPG Dacia which I'm going to convert to LPG on my radar at the moment. But what can I say? A couple of years driving electric. When I first started driving electric, it was, I mean, obviously you've got the advantages of smooth driving, quiet, relaxing driving most of the time unless you're running out of charge. But what I did notice when I first started doing it was that most of the chargers were free all the time. There was no real problem getting on charging, but coming towards the end of 2015, they were becoming more and more basically congested, the chargers, especially I found during the daytime, you know, during the rush hour periods, early in the morning and in the evening, where you needed to use I need to be on charge quite a lot. You keep a check on this because the battery's getting low. Yep. Battery's getting low, yep. But it became more and more difficult to get on charge when I needed to top up, and a lot of the time that was the busy periods where I needed to keep going or keep the charge topped up to make money on the taxis. So seeing that I've got no other option job wise at the moment than to stay in taxiing, it's probably best as a business decision to move to LPG now. I've done, you might have seen some videos I've taken the newer Leaf out, I've done LPGs and everything, a Dacia LPG and a diesel I've taken out as well. And problem with electric cars is they're over optimistic still on the range. I don't care, even when I've took that Tesla across the UK, its range was always over optimistic, even when I tried driving economically with it. So, and if I've got an LPG car, all I need to do is, there's plenty of LPG stations in the area, there's one right next to where I live, and get it for less than 50 pence a litre. Or I can get them directly from the taxi firm that I do work for. I think it's for 48 pence a litre unless I've put it up a bit. But another factor that's influenced this is these, basically, it had to be the 2 years that I took out an electric vehicle that petrol prices plummeted. I mean, if it was still £1.30 whatever a litre, there wouldn't be any point in me moving to an LPG, because the LPG is usually about half the price of petrol, so it would have been still about 60-70 pence a litre instead of 50 pence a litre as it is now. And what will probably happen is I'll move to LPG, and then people in the Middle East will turn down the taps and drive the price of oil up again, as they do, manipulating prices for their own benefit. But at least I'll be able to keep on going on a Friday and Saturday night and not have to stop. I want a busy periods in the mornings and evenings. I won't have to stop during the rush hours. So yeah, it's probably going to be the best option for us. But I've enjoyed it. I have enjoyed my Leaf. Just sad to see it go. Another concern is it's coming up to its MOT soon. One of the rear seat buckle belts, the centre one, still isn't properly fixed, and the front driver's side suspension needs a lot of bushes and things replaced on it. So the amount of money it's going to cost me to VT it, it's probably at least half of that money I would have to spend just to keep it on the road. So and get it through its MOT. So yeah, VT time. And I've become quite attached to it though. That's the problem. I still love driving it now, but it is an animate object, and you shouldn't really be in love with an animate object, should you? I'd probably be more in love with it if it was a Tesla, like, but yeah. Just keep running this until that battery runs out, or until I run out of things to see, or until I get back. But yeah, as you can see, I've got all the stickers off it and everything now. I just need to sort out a few more things on the paintwork. Mainly the rear bumper where the private hire plate was drilled into. Put filler on it. I need to sand it down a bit now. Well, that's another thing. Yeah, the fact that this is losing capacity bars, and it's got nearly 71,000 miles on it now. Now, what I think I will do if I did win the lottery is I'd still probably get a Tesla. I'd have to get the P90D just for the ludicrous mode for the 2.8 seconds slow to 60. I could probably live with it. But saying I need a way to make money, this is probably the best option for me still. Going to LPG. Oh yeah, is that still recording? Still battery left? Nearly out. I'm probably going to do a new series for YouTube called LPG drives, and I'm going to basically see how much it costs to travel around the country in the States here using LPG. So I'll do some of the trips that... Bloody hell, right over the centre line. What is she playing at? I'll do some of these trips that I've done in the Tesla and such on LPG. You've got like LPG apps and things, so you can pick up where the LPG filling points are and such. So yeah, we'll probably end up doing that. So be interesting to see, you know, how much cheaper it's going to be doing it that way, and whether they need to get all sized that up compared to getting a Tesla or a Leaf and spending all the time charging to get around. Can't really think of anything else at the moment. I just hope you've enjoyed the Leaf drives, and I hope you've enjoyed the Tesla road trips I did. But the electric car experiment looks as though it is done and dusted now for me. It's time to move on. And yeah, there are better electric cars coming out now. You've got a Leaf, a 30 kilowatt Leaf, and you're probably going to have a 200 mile version. I've got a feeling most of the 200 mile version is going to struggle to do 150 miles. But it always depends on how you drive them and all. I mean, you've got to really drive like an angel to get the maximum efficiency out of these things. The thing is, they got all that instant torque I've mentioned in the other videos that's so addictive that you don't really want to drive them like an angel all the time. You want to just be able to put your foot down and way, you're away, like that. But, yeah. Well, I'm going to get this back, put it on the charger one last time, sort the bodywork out. The people will probably be coming in the next few days to VT it, so just got to get spick and span. I'll probably pull these covers off. They're not the right cover for the Dacia, but they'll probably fit because they're universal fit ones, so yeah. Well, it's been interesting. I don't think there's anything else I can put on it apart from burning this transit van off one last time on video. Leave all these internal combustion engine vehicles standing with electric power. Unlimited power. Unlimited electric power.
They'll have a right shock at auctions.
This Hadley for 71,000 miles on it. They're going to be saying, bloody hell, how the hell?
How many miles it done?
So it might actually get vidged just because of the amount of miles it's done.
Nah, that's what they do, they'll say, how many miles it done?
Can't believe it's done that many. There you go.
They always ask you mileage as you get in, see? And then they'll say, and that's well, it's a lexicon, it done 10.
Yeah, 10 per up. What? I probably hit that. I don't know if I think there is one that's done 100,000 miles down south.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good hell.
But, I'm probably second in the country for amount of mileage in an electric car at the moment.
Ah, you'll have to get on Facebook then.
Yeah. There it is, on its way to the auctions. All sorted. See,
Pardon?
all sorted. These older ones have a weird handbrake. Did you figure it out?
Yeah.
Button there,
Yeah.
button in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
The newer ones have got like a foot brake.
Yeah, they have, that's right. Yes, it's very nice. I can't believe it's done so many miles.
Yeah. You never know. It might just get money just for the amount of miles it's done, just for the uniqueness of it. Is that it? Out of my hands now. I can cancel insurance on it.
You can, sir.
Yep.
When did you get your new one then?
I've already got it. It's just getting its LPG conversion at the moment.
Right.
Should be able to pick it up.
Then?
Yeah, it's just a Logan, a Dacia.
A what?
A Dacia Logan. They make good LPG conversions. I've read up on them.
Oh, I know what you mean, yeah.
Because they're simple engines, you know.
Yeah.
Simple mechanics. And it does like 60 miles per gallon. It's got massive boots, so.
Oh, they're quite nice actually. They make a right, like, posh version of them now, don't they?
Yeah.
Is that what yours is?
That's the one with all the cruise control on. Now you can get a bottom of the range version for next to out, like with wind up windows and that.
You can, that's right.
You can get them for about $6,000 or something, can't you?
I went to pick a van up from one of their dealers. Are the Renault dealers and all this?
Yeah, Renault, Nissan, basically,
right.
yeah.
So I went to pick a Renault van up and I got some, it weren't quite ready and there was a showroom there and I was looking around it and I thought, yeah, because there's a bloke at bottom of our street got one a white one and it looks really basic because obviously it must be a base model.
Yeah.
And I was sat there waiting for him and I thought, you know, that looks posh. I thought, well, this isn't like that. When I look round, it's got everything on it, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the bottom models, all-round wind-up windows.
Yeah.
They do feel a bit like. I think they're lucky to have a radio and a heater in them. The bottom ones.
We're a bit of a snobs now, aren't we?
Yeah, we want more toys and that.
Yeah.
I just like the cruise control.
I love cruise control.
Cruise
control, I love it.
Whenever I'm in, you know, it's such a pain in the arse trying to keep your speed to the limits.
It is.
Now that I've got cruise control, I'm ticking along at the speed limit and everyone's up the arse. Because I'm perfectly on the speed limits. You can just see them all, the people like cruise control, wanting to go.
Right, yeah. Like one of our trucks has got cruise control, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Get it on and it's
Just sit back. Just get your foot ready on the brake in case you need to.
Yeah. Just take your time, just let it do it all.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You got some of them that steer now as well.
Pardon?
You got some cars that steer as well on motorways and things. Autopilot mode they call it.
It's true that because one of the trucks has got wind up windows and you get in it and you think, stuffy now. You're right snobby, don't you?
Well, this is 1970.
Yeah.
Winded it up.
Actually, it's not an old truck, it's no 9 plate, but it's got wind up windows and you think, shit, where's this from?
Yeah. Who couldn't afford to pay the extra couple of grand to put the windows on? You get the next model up. Oh, I think I can take that sign down now.
Can I follow the road around there? Do I have to come back where I went?
No, you gotta go that way, yeah. That just loops back on itself, comes back up on this road. Were you a bit tight squeeze with some of them park, was it?
Yeah, it is. Never mind, we'll get there.
Which way do you come down this bit, yeah, then along? You can't go straight up there.
I can.
And then left and then right and then you're out. But there's still narrow cars parked up there as well, so...
I'll go that way, I come then. I got through alright, but I just thought it might be an easier way.
Some of them, they're parked ridiculously around the front. I saw that the other day, it was just basically, there wasn't enough room for a motorcycle to get between the two cars parked on either side of the road.
You find it all over the place, don't you?
Yeah. That's why I just park around the back now.
But it's alright, it's out the road here.
Yeah. I mean, half of them have got garages up there, you know. The ones that park around the front and they still block the front street up.
Yeah. It's like there's a main road into town, because I come from Rotherham.
Yeah.
On Fitzwilliam Road. And what they did, everybody used to park outside their houses, fair enough. So council shifted all to... They did up curbs, and then the block paved front of the houses so they could park off-road. Yeah. Right, and they still park on the road.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
Just laziness, really.
That's all it is.
So they don't have to walk a few yards.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. So just jump in it in the morning now instead of just packing up. Yeah. Are you a football fan?
Well, depends if they're doing well or not.
I was going to say, who do you support?
Yeah, well, it's got to be Newcastle up here, isn't it? Or Sunderland. But I don't pay much attention to it. It's basically, I'm not a mega... Is that it ready to go?
Pardon?
Is that it all ready to go then?
Yeah, yeah. Just make sure I've got all these in the right place and then we're off. Right, nice talking to you.
No worries. Thanks now. See you later.
Enjoy your new car.
Yep, thanks.